Hello, it's Veronica and Naomi. We finally have a doll that we were really looking forward to releasing. It's the official Valentina Furi doll from Unicorn Academy. So this doll line is made by Spinmaster. As you can see here, we already have her mini doll, who we do have a past review on the channel. So yeah, and Laurel's here with us for a comparison. So there is Valentina's box. It's purple with a lot of gold details. It says Unicorn Academy. It says her name, Valentina. Has some art of her that looks really pretty. And where her clothes are way more detailed. Like how my outfit is more detailed than hers. Oh my gosh, Laurel. Of course your outfit is more detailed. Because you're using rainbow high pieces. Well, anyways, as you can see, she has long red hair with some nice orange and even some very subtle yellow highlights in her bangs. So we personally were not expecting the yellow highlights because all we saw in the promo pics was the red and the orange, but we're glad that she has the highlights because it makes her hair blend just a little bit more complex. And there's the mini doll and her unicorn if you want a comparison with the hair colors on that. And we will get Cinder at some point, but the unicorns are literally like $20-something, so we're saving up for that. But yeah. Then Box Horse says ages 4 and up, and you can watch the show on Netflix. There's also an official YouTube channel for it that has a bunch of shorts, a bunch of clips from the Netflix show. It's also based on a novel series for kids. So, but from what we've heard, the Unicorn Academy books are different from the show. So there's that, in case you're curious about them. We do not own any of the books, but we have seen them on occasion. And yeah, Valentina looks very different in the books. So let's look at the other sides of the box. There's one side of the box. Has some more artwork of her. It says Valentina and Cinder. Because, well, it's a Valentina doll. What do you expect? There's the art. And there's the little cutout on the top of the box. That looks really interesting. And then there's the back of her box. It's very, very simple. So there's the back of her box. It has some really nice art of Valentina and Cinder. Then you also see Sophia Wildstar and Ava and Leaf on there as well. So yeah, there are a bunch of characters in this show, and they all have their own little themed unicorns who are very similar to them. It's really cute. So there is her bio in various different languages in case anyone wants to read it. So her bio reads, she may be entitled, but she also has the talent and smarts to back up her ego. Valentina always has to be the best and sets out to prove that she's the smartest, fastest, bravest unicorn rider around. So yeah, she's very egotistical. And then there's the other side of her box. Shows all the little elemental symbols. Shows the symbol for the Unicorn Academy show, which is, well, a unicorn head. And if anyone is curious, this doll retails on Amazon for $16.99 whenever she's not on sale. So, yeah. And of course, we have to show her barcode real quick in case anybody wants to try to find this doll. Hopefully they start showing up in stores because we haven't seen Valentina and Layla or their unicorns show up at Target or Walmart yet. So hopefully they start showing up in stores more. So without further ado, let's finally unbox this doll. So we have her out of the box, and she's honestly really, really gorgeous, especially for what she is. So for her face, it's very simple. She's wearing some nice yellow to red to orange gradient eyeshadow. We have her out of the box, and her unboxing was definitely very simple. She was just tied down with some plastic ties. Then there weren't any plastic ties in the back of her head, which is really nice. But I'm sure, as you can tell right away, her clothes aren't necessarily on par with Rainbow High clothing. And for her hair, for a better look at her hair colors, we wanted to show her next to Rainbow High Junior High Laurel because they both have bangs and their hair blends are kind of follow a slightly similar color scheme. So compared to Laurel's hair, Valentina's hair is a bit darker. The colors are a bit more muted and not as insanely bright, if you want to describe it. As for her face, she has some really simple eyeshadow that has a gradient from yellow to orange. It's very fiery looking. For her hair blend, it's more complex than we expected it. There's some red in there, some burgundy, some orange, and some yellow. It's very pretty, and we really like this hair blend on her. It's really nice and gorgeous, and well, it's also long, and it's nylon, and the long part was not gelled in the box, which is really nice. Seriously, this is some really soft hair. It feels very similar to hair from the Mermaid High line, which we do have a doll from, by the way. So this is Mari from the Mermaid High line. It's an older doll line that Spinmaster did. And well, their hair does feel very similar. Although, the way Valentina's bangs were done and how they're a little bit more gelled into place is definitely good, because sometimes bangs on doll hair can get a little bit crazy. So sometimes you want to keep the bangs looking nice. And for her hairstyle, she has her hair up in a half up, half down top knot with a black rubber band to probably emulate the spiky piece that would normally be around that bun. The bun isn't really gelled, so if you want to restyle her hair, it's probably very easy to do that. So for her clothes, unfortunately, Valentina's jacket is attached to her shirt. So her jacket and shirt are all one piece, which is something we've noticed a lot with this line, where they'll kind of clothing is a bit more budgeted. And in the show, her jacket looks more like leather, but here it's more of a shiny material, kind of emulating the look of pleather. And they didn't do any stud work, which in the show, her jacket has some really amazing stud work on it. Seriously, if you haven't seen Unicorn Academy, definitely watch it. It's a cute show. Yeah, and her side tendrils are also gelled, so they're nicely fit in place. And there's her face again. She's very pretty. And then her skirt. It's a yellow pleated skirt with a nice little plaid pattern on it. It can be removed in the back, and it is separate from her pants, which is definitely a good thing if you're into redressing your dolls. And then there's a little kind of like satin ribbon where her belt would go. Then her pants have some nice printed details on them of like flames on the side and little pads on the center. Because, well, she goes to a school where she like rides horses and stuff, so obviously these pants had to be good for physical activity. And her knees bend at a nice 90-degree angle. And her boots, they're these really cool, like, tall red boots. They have all these, like, silver buckles on them. They have a very nice paint job. Have, like, a bunch of little, like, spikes and stuff. They're very edgy. They're definitely very edgy riding boots. And her gloves aren't painted, but they're rubber. And they're red, and they're fingerless gloves. And the area where knuckles are looks like there should be like some painted like spikes there or something to add to her overall look. But yeah, we're definitely happy we got this doll. There's another look at her hair because it's just gorgeous. And also, she'll fit snugly onto a Monster High stand if you have one. But since she's a new doll, let's look at her body real quick. I'm going to take a quick look at her brush real quick. So it has a nice little strap that can latch onto the opposite side. It has the like Unicorn Academy head on there. It's orange with like a bunch of glitter embedded into it. And it looks like the type of brush you would use to brush a horse's mane with in like a stable or something, so it's cute for the theme. But if you're gonna brush a doll's hair, we definitely recommend wire brushes because those are way more efficient on their hair. So yeah. Oh yeah, and we also forgot to mention articulation. So she bends at the shoulder. She moves at the shoulders. At the shoulders, the elbows, the knees, and the hips. So it's relatively simple. So here is a nice kind of body comparison. So she's just a little bit taller than Abraham High Junior High. It also kind of falls to be around the same height as a Bratz. As for her body shape, it does seem fairly similar to the Mermaid High dolls, except that she doesn't seem as, her thighs don't seem as skinny as that. And for clothing sharing options, I know that LUV doll clothes work from a review that I've seen. But LEV dolls are also very similar to Brat's size, so maybe Brat's clothing could work, and maybe Monster High clothing if it's not like too tight in the chest or something. But yeah, if you want to restyle her, I'd say go for the doll options that are a little bit smaller with their body size. And Rainbow High clothes, I feel like would probably be a little too big on her because she's obviously much skinnier than them. But yeah, I guess there's the quick body comparison. So we're back, and we want to talk about our final thoughts. Wait, I have a lot of thoughts on her. Laurel, we know. She's copying you. Exactly. She's like totally copying my hair colors. Actually, mine are darker than yours. No, you're copying my hair colors and my phenotype. And it's so confusing. Well, unlike you, I happen to be an only child. I do not have a twin. And unlike you, I can wear outfits that aren't sewn together. Are you picking on the fact that my doll line is made with more of a budget than yours? And the clothes aren't like super like high-fa, like amazing like yours are. Yeah, Rainbow High is way better clothes. Laurel, she didn't even cost as much as you. But still. Yeah, having a separate shirt and jacket would have been nice. And you don't get in my way. And if you get that horse of yours ever, keep it away from me. Well, Cinder doesn't even want to deal with you. Good. Well, that was our review on Valentina Furi from the Unicorn Academy doll line. I hope that you have a good day or good night whenever you're watching this. And as usual, I love you and Naomi loves you.